Breaking the Silence HD Unfiltered. We're your hosts, Amanda
and Ellen. This is a podcast about real stories, honest conversations, and breaking the stigma around Huntington's disease. We do everything from personal experiences to the latest updates in research and treatments. This is definitely a must-listen for anyone affected by HD.
So last week we talked about losing our mom during COVID and the restrictions that came with losing her during that. What are we doing this week?
This week, we're talking about grieving the person after they're gone and shifting our focus from being caregivers and how that kind of feels.
Yeah, so grieving after mom passed away was kind of weird because, like, when she first passed away, like I said in the last couple of videos, I was, like, happy for her. I'm not going to say, like, I was happy, but I was happy for her, and it was a relief, like I said before, because she was no longer suffering, and, yeah, so, but, like, I didn't get emotional or cry or anything like that, and, like, there was one point where I was like, am I broken? Like, do I not know how to cry? Or, like, why am I not upset about this? And, like, I wasn't sure if, like, maybe I was just feeling numb or, like, yeah, I didn't really know kind of why I felt that way.
I think that's normal. But I was the complete opposite. Like, I immediately felt like a wave of emotions come over me, and like, it was like I couldn't breathe, and that feeling kind of stuck with me overnight. Like, I wasn't with my siblings, so I think that was a huge factor.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, kind of weird, but we, like, Amanda and our other sister and I got together at the funeral home to start planning the funeral and stuff like that, and I felt better, which was odd, but just being with them and, like, it definitely made me feel better.
And, like, after some time, like, I began to miss mom, like, not immediately, but, like, after, like, a few days or a few weeks, I started to miss her, like, just wanted to be able to spend, like, one more day with her or one more second with her, like, but, like, also, like, I just remember looking back on memories and watching videos of mom and just the overwhelming sadness because, like, I was gonna miss her laugh and her snort that she would do, and sometimes when I reflect on that kind of stuff, then I would get emotional and stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah, for me, like, the grief set in immediately. So, like I said to Amanda, I felt like I went through all 5 stages of grief within, like, 24 hours. So, like, I missed her almost immediately, and I still miss her now, but it's become a part of my everyday life. I just kind of carry it around, and I feel it the most during, like, holidays or big events in my life, but it's just part of life now.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, the firsts are always hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for us, mom passed away in April, so, like, her birthday came around fairly quick. Like, it was only 4 weeks after she had passed away that her birthday came, because her birthday's May 4th. That was Mother's Day, so, like, those were definitely harder days than they were in the past. And,
yeah,
like, obviously, the first Christmas and stuff like that is much harder.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, as time goes by, it gets easier.
It gets easier, yeah.
For sure.
But, like, my wedding, like, she wasn't there. That was really tough. Like, we did our own thing to kind of have her there, but, like, big events, too. Like, just stuff.
For sure. But there's also, like, the other side of it where it's, like, mom was at my wedding, and, like, so when your wedding happened and mom wasn't there, I kind of felt bad for you, but also because, like, mom was at my wedding, and, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah, I get that.
So after a while, like, that definitely gets easier, like we said. The biggest thing for after losing mom was like the void. Like, for so long, she was the center of pretty much our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, me being mom's primary caretaker, she was the center of my life. Like, my life revolved around her, especially when she moved home with us for those few months that she was at our house and then at hospice, going in and sitting with her day in and day out. So there was definitely a major void. And like, because even like from a young age, like when we were teenagers, our main focus was taking care of mom and like making sure Emmett and Ellen had everything that they needed. So like pretty much most of my life was centered around taking care of someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, like when mom passed away, it was like hard to not know what to do with my time. Like, I remember feeling anxious and like thinking about like all this time I had and what I was going to do with it. And that scared me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I didn't know how to live a life and put me first. Honestly, I didn't. Because for so long, I didn't put me first. I didn't even put my wife first or my stepkids first because my world revolved around my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
So what did you do?
Yeah, for me, in order to fill the void and try and calm my anxiety and that kind of stuff, I just began to throw myself into kind of everything. Like, that's kind of when I got more involved in the Huntington Society, doing the youth mentorship program, planning more fundraisers and stuff like that. Just because I needed something to put my time and energy into. So HD fundraisers is where I do like to put my time and energy.
Mm-hmm.
Even this podcast, like, I like to put my time and energy into this podcast, or just, yeah, I just kind of threw myself into the Huntington's community and just kind of doing everything I can to raise awareness and that kind of stuff, because, yeah, like, yeah, and also, like, I just want to start, like, I started putting my wife first, like, our relationship, because for so long, like, we didn't really have much of a, like, personal life, I guess. Like, we didn't do dates or anything like that. Like, we just did work, went and visited mom, or we did work and then we had mom in our house. And the time that mom was at the hospice, I spent a day in and day out there by myself or just with one of my siblings. So all of my personal relationships kind of lacked. So, like, yeah, it was weird to shift your whole focus from your mom to, like, the unknown.
Yeah, back to, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still keep
And,
busy.
like, I did have a counselor at the time when mom passed away that kind of helped me kind of learn to be okay with free time and, like, learn to not be anxious about that kind of thing. But even, like, still, like, if I have a free night, like, there are times where it's, like, scared. Like, it scares me because it's, like, what am I going to do with these spare hours? Like, it scares me. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah, I've noticed that about you.
Like, I always have to be doing something. That's just who I am. That's just how I've been raised. Like, free time scares me.
Yeah, so she's over here a lot. Good thing you have all kinds of nieces and nephews to keep you busy.
Yeah, for sure.
So for me, before mom had even passed, I had already kind of shifted my focus and perspective on everything. Like mom was still very important to me and a big part of my life, but I had just entered motherhood, so I was navigating that and all the challenges that come with that, as well as also pretty much grieving mom in these like months leading up to her passing.
Yeah, because Atlas would have only been what, like
He was
3?
3 months.
When mom passed?
Yeah, when she passed. Close to 3 months. So, yeah, and then I found myself, like, after she had passed, feeling like some sort of guilt about that because I should have been there more. But, like, over time, I've learned to just give myself grace with that because I was a new mom. I was only 19. So, like, I did the best I could at the time.
For sure.
And now, I just kind of live my life. I live like my mom did, in my opinion. So I always like put my kids first and do everything for them, just as she did for us. And I keep her memory alive. So we talk about her all the time. There's little pieces of her pictures throughout my house. And my kids know her. Like my son will just bring her up out of the blue randomly. And like mind you, he was 3 months old when she passed. So this is just like by hearing about her and all that. So as much as she's not physically here, she does live on in the hearts of her children and her grandchildren.
For
and
sure.
I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. I've said this before, but like every time a niece or nephew is born, a little piece of mom comes back with it. Them.
Definitely.
So Ellen touched on it a little bit about keeping our mom's legacy alive and her just keeping like her alive really.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to talk more about that next week, what we do and what we have done to keep our mom's legacy alive and to keep her name and that with the little kids,
Yeah,
them
so
knowing
they
her
know
and
who
that
she
kind of
is.
thing. So we're going to talk more about that next week. And yeah, we just want to thank you again for watching this video every week.
Mm-hmm.
We know you might be getting sick of hearing our story at this point, but bear with us. We have some great stuff coming.
Yeah.
I know next month, May, is Huntington's Awareness Month, so we're going to be doing a Q&A
Mm-hmm.
on May 14th. I believe we're going to do it at 7 p.m. Don't quote us, might change, but it's going to be in the evening for sure. So we're going to do a Q&A. Then following the Q&A, I'm going to get more in depth into my testing process and what that looked like and how I coped through all that. So there's going to be like a 4-week part, I guess, 4 parts of me talking about my testing process. So that's kind of some of the things that are coming in the future here. So our Q&A on the 14th, we will make sure that there's lots of details out about it and you guys know about it. We'll probably post something in the next few days about when and where it'll be happening. It'll be a Facebook Live, obviously,
Yes.
but yeah, we have to kind of shuffle around Ellen's schedule with the kids and stuff, so we're not sure if it'll be here or at my house, but we'll keep the details coming to you soon.
Yeah, lots of good stuff coming. So again, we're here for you. If we don't have the answer or the resource, we can point you in the right direction. And we just really appreciate you watching and tuning in every week.